So if you are creating a curb condition, this is, maybe okay, but you're going to render some outdoor seating and whatnot, and you want this to be a bit stronger as an element. Let's just look at how to do that, how to create basically, it's called a slab edge. So to do that, let's try. Go under architecture and we go to floor. We can see that we have a slab edge and there's some already kind of preloaded. So this is whatever the generic thing is. And you'll see what it's done is here it's kind of given a footing underneath the slab right there. Okay, so that's something that might be useful, right? Well, it's not exactly what we want. We wanted, this line here to be rounded, or maybe it adds a rounded piece out to the edge of this. So how do we do that? Well, and what we're going to do is we're going to go under New and Family, and you're going to look for Profile. You open that up. And then we're just going to, so these two, this crosshair is like, this is where it begins, the origin of your profile. So profile can be very generic. It could be a profile of an edge, profile of a wall, profile of a lot of different things. We're going to create a profile. We're going to load it into our Revit file, and then we're going to assign it. Okay, so let's imagine that right here we have our concrete sidewalk, and then beyond that we're going to create that piece. So what we need to do is create, underline, we're just going to grab a rectangle, and let's remember that our slab is 6 inches deep. So we're just going to put a 6 by 6, and then I'm going to go back to create, to line, and I'm going to go to fillet arc. And let's put a radius of, I don't know, 4 inches. See what that looks like. That looks pretty good. All right, so this will be our profile. We're going to save this. And you're going to start a kind of a library of your own, where we have families. I have a profile, and I already have something loaded up. I'm just going to save it in that curb. Okay, now I'm going to load it into project, and I want to put it into this project 3. So let's just go back to this 3D view, and let's see if we go into here. You don't really see it, right? So that's a problem. The profile's in the system, but it's not creating an alternative. So this is a thickened 4 by 12 inch. So it actually, there are 2 slab edges already loaded. One was just a rectangle, the other was creating its thickness. So to do this, what you want to do is let's just collapse the views. Let's collapse the sheets. Let's look at families. And we're going to go down until we see and SlabEdge. We're just going to take one of these and we're going to duplicate it. And this one we're going to call curb. And again, we'll probably want to keep our name convention going. And we'll call it that. And we're going to double click inside of it, and instead of having a default profile, we're going to roll down until we find our curb that we created and loaded in here. Alright, so now if we select this, we should have a CS curb. Alright, so here's the problem. When I selected it, I think I just selected the bottom one. So that's not really helpful. Let's try that again. Architecture, floor, SlabEdge. Now let's make sure we're not selecting this one, but we're selecting the top of it. Yeah. Let's make sure that we have the right one selected and then hit the top one. And there you go. You can go around and you can create your curb cut all the way around this thing. Okay, something to note, if I want to change the materiality, I have to go into the family SlabEdge. This is going to be the case for a lot of things we're going to do. If you go in and you can't select, you don't see where to change material. This one happens to have it. But if you don't, then you need to go under family, find that family, and you can select it there and change the material. This one, as we saw, edit type actually let us do that. So I would just go in here and type in concrete, see what we got. You know, I don't know, any of these things. I mean, if you want it to kind of be different than the sidewalk, it's one thing. If you want to be the same, you just want to check what your sidewalk is already, and then go from there. All right, that's it.